live the world with no regret. And that's how profit. Done did it again on the hater, man. I don't think they were ready for this one. They gave y'all the blueprint, man. Just get up and go get your bag. That's how you gotta do it. All hustle, no love. You gotta work for this one.
What's up, traders? It's your boy Ace Boogie coming to you live and direct. Want to look at BANT as a trade that I made today in the afternoon. It has a classic first green day, so this is a setup that we know when we track. It's a recent runner. Just a few days ago, it went from sub pennies all the way up to almost 5 cents, and it's had multiple days of selling off since that top. And because of that, once we see that, we know that it has a potential for a bounce once it gets back towards its base of support. And when it bounces, it will put in that first green day, but you got to be prepared for it. So here's my trades today. I got in a good average. I tried to add for a test of two, didn't get there. It may go there. It may gap and go tomorrow, but I just played it safe and took the 18% I had on the table. So my bad, I didn't do that. So intraday chart. Here's what it is. I don't have the best sales, but I had a pretty decent entry. So the stock was red on the day. Basically all afternoon, and actually panicked down all the way down to less than a penny, and then it found some support down here, and it started making smaller, higher lows, and volume started coming in, and I peeped it from the volume coming in. Volume came in like crazy off this VWAP push when the stock pushed through the VWAP line, and because of that, I got a nice entry just under the $0.25 level, which was kind of the red green area. I got in like right here, and then it definitely had a decent spike all the way up to the penny and a half area, and I went ahead and I added about another 60,000 shares right here. Um, Probably should have took it off into strength up here. The ads didn't work out, but I still made money on my core position. But once I saw this weakness coming down and it put in a top up here, I was convinced it wasn't going to get back through 175 or even make a new high. I was trying to give it time, but it didn't. It didn't work out that way. So I'm glad I did cut it, even though it did bounce a little bit. But either way, that's still a solid play, solid setup, very predictable. You can see stocks that put in a top, has a multi-day spike, puts in a top, and then sells off for multiple days. You just wait for the first green day. When it goes green, that's when you take your position. It may be quick, it may be short-lived. Sometimes it bounces for 5 minutes. Sometimes it bounces for 2 days. You never know. It all depends on everything that's going on with the stock. Last thing I want to point out is the volume breakout. So that's another telltale sign when the volume starts breaking out over previous days' volume, previous red days' volume. Then that's a telltale sign that we're moving in the right direction. I did trade. What else I traded? OCGN. I'll pull that up real quick. I lost 17 bucks on it. I tried to play this as a first green day as well. Had a little bit of volume, but there was just a lot of resistance right in that 39-cent area. It kept topping out, so I cut it safely and kept my losses minimal. Here it is right here. I tried to buy it, just because it broke out over this area. I thought it would may, come down, rest on this area, then continue on. Bought it. I was looking for maybe an ad down here. It kept going down, or it kept getting topped up. It kept topping out from that 39.50 area, and I just got tired of it. And BANT was running, so I wanted to focus on one stock. So I went ahead and cut that for a small loss, which is fine. But that's it. Hopefully you learned something. You got some insight on BANT, on this pattern. This is a very reliable pattern, very repeatable. multi-day runners, stocks that spike for multiple days, then sells off for multiple days, usually puts in another first green day after the sell off. So memorize that pattern. If you have any questions, hit me up in chat. Ace Boogie 2488, and I'm out.
I flipped the word with no regret, and that's how profit. Done did it again on the hater, man. I don't think they were ready for this.